Kilon Shalagi people, I hope you're all doing well. This is another episode of Farida Tries to Cook. So I know I've mentioned 100 times that I'm just now really learning to cook a bunch of dishes. I could always do some basics, but I've never really been adventurous with it. I really hated to cook growing up. So now I'm just starting to discover recipes, especially because I want to be more deliberate and more healthy with the things that I eat. But as usual, make sure that they're easy and straightforward. So today I'm doing a quick and easy green pasta. It's not quick, like 10 minutes, but it's very straightforward. And it's really, really delicious. And adding the spinach and the avocado just gives you your little portion of greens for the day. And it's just fantastic, like it's so delicious. One of the things to note about this is part of why it's fast is because the chicken is pre-cooked. So I'm just using chicken that was already in the fridge or that had already been made. If you are like living a fast-paced life and you live by yourself and you can't be bothered to cook chicken, just go to like a fast food restaurant and get the roast chicken on the menu. That would work as well. If you're a vegetarian or vegan, obviously you don't need the chicken in the recipe at all, so you can just ignore it. But yeah, for anyone who's putting chicken or fish or whatever in it, that should be pre-cooked, and then that will make your meals so much faster to put together. I'm gonna get into the video now and stop babbling, but yeah, I hope you guys try this, and if you do, as usual, let me know. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and yeah, please share this with friends, family, anyone that you think could benefit. Okay, that's enough from me. Let's just get into it. So we're going to be using 3/4 cup of coconut milk. I had this in the freezer. Then we'll use a medium-sized avocado, half a cup of cashew nuts, about 3/4 of this ginger root, 2 cloves of garlic, and half an onion, mixed herb seasoning, Cameroon pepper, garlic powder, black pepper, and a little bit of salt. And finally, I'm going to stir in some spinach at the end. Now, prep your avocado by cutting it in half and putting it to the side. Then you'll chop your ginger, garlic, and onion. And I forgot to show the green pepper before, but I decided to add that in as well. And this is about half. Now, the first thing you're going to do is make your sauce. So that's the half cup of cashew nuts. Then you add your avocados. And then you add your 3/4 cup of coconut milk. And you can use almond milk for this as well. Blend this until it's smooth and then set it aside. Now boil 1 cup of pasta with salt and oil for 10 minutes. Here I'm adding 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. You can also fry with olive oil. Once the oil is hot, first add your onions and then your garlic. And let those fry until they brown a little bit. You don't want to burn them because that will affect the taste. Once those are slightly golden, add in the ginger and mix that up a little bit. Just let that fry lightly as well. And then you can start to add your seasoning. So I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of this mixed herb seasoning, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then half a teaspoon of Cameroon pepper. And obviously you can do this to taste. A little bit more oil, just to help it fry a bit better. And then add the green peppers last. I don't want these to cook too much, so I just put them in last. So this is our green sauce, which we had put aside earlier. See how smooth? So now we're just going to put this in with all this seasoning and stir it up. I tasted this and discovered it needed a little bit of salt, so I just added about a teaspoon. Once you're satisfied with how this tastes, you're ready to add your pasta. So literally just put the pasta in and stir it up. In fact, the rest of this recipe is pretty much stirring stuff into the mix. And you want to do this on low heat so you don't overcook the pasta. Now I'll be using 1 leg of grilled chicken, so I'm just going to dice this up and toss it into the mix. trying to understand her, but when she speaks, all I hear Now the last thing I'll be stirring in is my spinach. Now spinach tends to get smaller once it starts to heat up and like cook in the food. So I'm just going to use, this bowl was a little bit much. So I'm just going to use about 3/4 of what I had in there. But obviously you can do this to whatever quantity you want. And you're done. That is it. So straightforward, so delicious, and it's so nutritious as well. I really enjoyed this, and you can imagine I had this when I broke my fast, so it was amazing. And that's pretty much it. As usual, so straightforward, so delicious, and I just love. So all the time when I try to eat greens, eating salads all the time gets boring, but I know that I need them. So coming up with all these ways, or discovering all these ways to sneak greens into foods that I absolutely love, is just the best. I hope this is super helpful for you guys. I hope that you try it out, and I hope you remember that nothing good in life has ever missed you because of belly fat.